Alright, hey guys. So today's video is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been working on. As you can tell by the title, I've made the Titans from the old Titans mod in vanilla Minecraft. Now, I use data packs to make this, but I convert it to a mod so it can be on Modrinth and CurseForge for more people to play. But in this video, I'm going to be showcasing it by fighting 2 Titans from each category. Then I'll be fighting the 3 major God Titans: WITHERZILLA, Executor Dragon, and SCULKSTOROYAH. SCULKSTOROYAH is a custom one I made. Of course, Warden. Anyways, so let's just hop straight into it. Now, first, I should probably get in survival. That'll help. But start with the lesser Titans. Now, I'm not gonna. Ah, shoot. Alright, we're back. Anyways, so you may be wondering, how do you summon them? Well, for that, you'd need to get this Titan Serum. This is the recipe for the Titan Serum. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using the commands for this. There are no spawn eggs. Alright, now, first, before we get to the initial Titans, let's get armor. Now, this recipe here, now, keep in mind, this whole mod is completely survival safe. This block here, Reinforced Deep Slate, is not obtainable in survival, but there are structures. Shoot, not again. There are structures you can get. It's the WITHERZILLA Shrine and the Executor Dragon Church. I'll be displaying those on screen, but you can get those in the bottom of them, or inside them, there is Reinforced Deep Slate in chests. Anyways, so in order to get bedrock armor, you need to craft bedrock. Alright, that should be enough bedrock. So now, let's craft the armor. This is what the armor looks like. Alright. So, I probably... yeah, do that. Alright, so let's start with the Omega Fish. Now, if you know anything about the old Titans mod, you'll know about the Omega Fish. It's definitely one of the more annoying ones to fight. Like I said, one of the more annoying ones to fight. Now, I have better combat arms, so I'm going to do a lot more damage.
A few moments later.
There. Now, this is the loot you get from them. You get a lot of good stuff, including structure voids. Now, structure voids are used to craft the next set of armor that we're going to be going over after we get done with the next Titan. Speaking of which, let's go over here so it doesn't destroy the platform. Because the next one we have is the Phantom Titan, or Titan Phantom as I put it. Now, exactly, it does that. Now, it's not that strong, but the premise of it was kind of like a Eldritch Blue. You cannot see where it is. You can only tell by the smoke and by just approximately just where it is. This one cannot kill them. This one does not have the healing factor that the other ones do. So this one is pretty easy to kill, but it's still annoying. Especially since it keeps doing this. And that's it for the Lesser Titans. We can retire... She'll just take this off. We can retire this in favor of newer and better armors. Now, as you might guess, this one still makes the Absence armor. Now, the Absence armor in my mod looks different. It is absent of a texture. This is the Absence armor. I especially really like the sword. But enough about the armor. Let's get into the average Titans. So, now, keep in mind, there's a lot more Titans. And, we'll go over why all this here is a thing later. But, there's a lot of Titans. So, first, we are going to be doing a Titan known as the Creaking Titan. It's one of the ones I also personally added. It's really cool. There we go. Now I think I can survive a fall from this height. Yes, I can. Perfect. Alright, so... what you see it currently doing is well, one, it's dead. It just threw the mitochondria. If I had mobs spawning on, it would have summoned a whole heck of a ton of creakings. That's because it's placing down spires that would spawn more creakings in. Kind of like trees in a way. That's its main mechanic. Next one's a bit more simpler. We're not gonna... actually, I'll do... Before we do that, I'll do the Creeper Titan. Just to show you guys what the actual thing is. Yes, it also does this. it was going to explode. So the Creeper Titans do have a mechanic where they do explode. Each Titan does have a small little mechanic to them, which is the Fortified Titan. Now there's a lot of unique ones, so because I want to speed up the video to get to the actual really cool ones, the God Titans, I'm only doing the cool ones that have been recently made. The Creeper one has not been recently made, but anyways, this is the Fortified Titan. Now, it doesn't seem that hard, but those aren't giving me the levitation. It itself creates a levitation aura around it, making it hard to get into that. Now, I probably should have explained this at the beginning, but Titans do not spawn naturally at first. You have to kill the Ender Dragon in order to get into the Ender. Once again, even with faster attack speed, it's still a very big challenge. This mod is optimized, but because of my computer, it lags a little bit. It's definitely playable. It's just it has a small bit of lag, but that's also because of the big creatures. Minecraft's not really built for that. Well, without a library, that is. But we got this stuff here. Anyways, so that's it from the average Titans. Let's move on to the greater ones. Now the greater ones are even tougher. And some of them actually require elytras, along with some of the god tier Titans. But go over the crafting recipes first. So, Void Sword, pretty self-explanatory, and then all of the Void armor recipes. Our first one we're going to be doing is called the Illidra God. Now, what's really unique about this one is, well, I mean, it's an Illidra Titan. Now, these things, all of them do so much damage. They also lag out your game a lot because they have a huge span. This one spans a lot of stuff. It's essentially a raid bomb. If you can get near a village with this, it automatically starts a raid. This is its stuff it drops, which is a lot. And it drops command blocks, but you'll see why soon. We're going to need this. We're going to be sacrificing some of our stats, but it's for a good reason, and that's because this is the Gas Titan, and one that's honestly really cool. Now, the reason why I like it is because it's so big. Now you might be noticing my health It's gonna go towards the platform. Please do not go towards the platform. It is massive. Now I am lagging a lot, but that is because it is kind of just... What the? I don't even know what I was doing. I'm gonna be real here. Now these things also do void damage. These fireballs here do void damage. And they do a lot. The Blaze Titan also shoots these, just not like how the just not like how the Gas Titan does. There we go. Now, as you can tell, it's also because of the big mobs too. The mobs aren't huge. That's kind of why it's lagging just a little bit. Anyways, so let's continue on with the Ender Colossus. Alright, so I'm back. The Ender Colossus' dragon destroyed my stuff, so I had to scramble and get more stuff. But I'm gonna show you guys the enlightenment and how to get it. So what you have to do is you have to smelt command blocks that you get from greater titans, including the Ender Colossus. They drop these kind of like the void essence, the structure void, stuff like that. But you have to smelt the command block into enlightenment, and these take a full day in regular furnaces and half a day in blast furnaces. So be wary of that, especially if Titans spawn. But this is your reward for waiting that long, is Athanasium armor, which is very, very high grade armor. This is kind of recommended to kill the Ender Colossus for obvious reasons. On to the moment you all have been waiting for. WITHERZILLA, EXECUTOR Dragon, and SCULKSTOROYAH. So let's get to work. So firstly, we're going to be doing WITHERZILLA. Now, after you've beaten every Titan except for the Nice Titans, the Nice Titans include the Snow Golem Titan, the Copper Golem Titan, and the Iron Golem Titan are all exceptions to that. You don't have to kill those, but the rest of the Titans you do. There is 29 in total that you have to kill. And then you'll be able to go after these guys. Now, as it says on here, you have to go in the end. You don't have to stand at exactly 0-0, but you have to go in the end. I'm going to set up a platform, and you'll see why later. Here he comes. And there he goes. by the end of it, you get his ultimate blade, which makes you essentially invulnerable and has an AoE attack of killing, well, everything within the radius. Now, because I'm not going to build another nether portal, I'm going to do this. Because the next one we're going to is the Executor Dragon. Now these things have crafting recipes. They're in here too. You can find them. Actually, let's just do this. Now, the Executor Dragon is docile at first. And actually, you can trade with it. Look. Here we go. Now this is the Executor, and of course, if you don't have on the armor, God will what we're going to do is we're going to use the ultimate blade. There. They just bring them whenever they need. retreats, leaving you with its weapon, the Optima Axe. Now this thing does the same thing that its beams do. It does random stuff. Now, when you don't, if you haven't attacked yet, it will be docile. It will not start attacking until you attack it. This is its juvenile stage. But it did it again, dang it. Anyways, after everything's all said and done, provided you don't kill the item, you get the Ultra Hammer. Which, if I can just summon a mob real quick. See if now I'm going. Man, let me just get Mace hit. Keep doing that. It does this. Even to bedrock. Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, join my Discord. The link is in the description and on my channel. And if you want me to keep making pretty high quality data packs such as this, because don't worry, there is more stuff coming out that will not be this extreme. But if you'd like me to make more content like this, please donate to my Ko-Fi. Just recently opened it. I made a bet with my mom that if I don't get the amount that I'd be making at a job for my age, then I'd stop doing data packing. So please don't let me do that. Please help me and support me. But until next time, see you guys.